Go.
Well, first thing you want to do is make sure that one of the things that want to strike fear in the hearts of all of us was when we got the call that Mike Wallace was going to be coming to interview me. We all kidded about the fact that, it's a bad day when Mike Wallace is sitting in your lobby. And he wanted to come and interview me about a major case. So my first impression of Mike Wallace was he was here on this major case. My first impression was I'm supposed to be worrying about the substance, but I remember thinking, wow, he's really not very tall. He's a small man, and he looked his age. But once the camera was on, he was very intense. He kept trying to get me to say something about this pending case, in which I was going to be critical and basically calling somebody a crook. And while I thought that might be the case, I didn't want to say that on national television, and I didn't, I just think there's a way of handling things that I didn't want to do. And the truth of the matter was, I was just a stepping stone, because what he was doing was he was in a hurry to interview me, and you might recall that he was pacing and on the phone and all that, because he was trying to line up. He was leaving my office. I had a very narrow window. He was meeting with me about this case, and then what he was really going to do was he was flying to Cleveland, and he was going to ambush, as only Mike Wallace could do, the major player he was trying to get me to call a crook, who was speaking, I believe was speaking at the Cleveland City Club. And all I know is I remember hearing this story about, actually he showed up, and he confronted this guy, cameras rolling and all this, and whoever this unnamed gentleman was, he avoided him in a classic Mike Wallace confrontation by ducking out and running through the kitchen of the City Club with them in flight, in full pursuit. And that was my experience. Thank God it was my experience. I was not the subject of I was simply a witness and a vehicle for him to write his story.